Here is the chord progression and lick for the Interstate love song by the Stone Temple Pilots. Um, so, first, I say, everybody wants to kind of learn that hook first. But we'll go over this, this, the signature lick of the song, where they kind of bend it. And they hit this open E string along with it. I like to slide it personally. I kind of even do a little picking kind of thing. Okay, so you're on the second string, second fret. If you want to do the slide thing, or if you want to just bend up a half step. I guess because I'm usually playing on an acoustic for lessons and stuff, I guess I prefer the slide just because it's kind of hard to bend these higher tension strings on the acoustic. You want to kind of pick that pattern out too. When you, after you do the bend on the second string, and you come back to the regular C sharp there, bending up to the D, coming back to the C sharp, strike it again while you're striking that high E. Then you hit it open. And you go this. You hit this A and follow up with a high E right away. A at the second fret, G string, and following up with a high E. Kind of come in after the high E, come in with a hammer on from the G sharp to the A. You pluck the B string and the high E again. So all together, you got real slow. Okay. So after that, you got the and you got this. And you kind of use your palm to kind of mute it a little bit. I guess you can use this hand too. You kind of lift up your fingers, but you don't kind of take them off the string. You just. And then he goes, plays this kind of. They kind of voice it kind of weird, but it's basically just an F minor. And then they do this. Where you got your third finger on the C sharp, pinky on the F sharp, and one finger on the A, while you're basically strumming all 6 strings again. Got E, F, and then you just move that shape up a whole step, 2 frets. Okay, and you can, play along with the song, kind of, I'm not doing the exact strum pattern, I imagine. I'm kind of just using the rhythmic pattern and applying it. As you play along with the song, you can kind of get used to the exact strum pattern. We'll go over counting it out once we kind of get more familiar with it. But again, after you learn that riff, you want to start working on the intro lick, which also I think is the verse as well. But it starts out on that C sharp minor. C sharp minor is a 5th string bar chord, barring all 5 strings, putting your third finger on the G sharp, which is the 6th fret of the D string, your pinky on the C sharp, which is the 6th fret of your G string, 3rd string, and then your middle finger is on the E, for the second string of the B string. And then you got your bar for the G sharp there. So you got the C sharp minor to the E, and then the A, they call it in guitar land, it's called A sus 2. It's basically just playing the A without your pinky, or if you do it with these fingers, without the third finger. I prefer to use the middle and ring finger for this, because again, you're going from that E shape where you got your one finger on the second fret. So it's just more logical, ergonomical kind of movement. Okay. So after that A sus 2, you come here and do this G sharp, where it's basically a G sus to a G, G sharp sus to a G major. Got G sharp, G sharp major, G sharp, D sharp, then you got your G sharp again, then you got your C sharp. Then you just go back to your regular 6-string major chord. One finger's barring across all 6 strings, third finger's on the A string a whole step up, pinky comes right under that on the D string, and then your middle finger goes to the G string. And again, you'll play this, smashing all these fingers right in that 5th or 6th fret, just from the A, D, and G strings. You're playing the D sharp, the G sharp, and the C sharp. And then it goes up to the A major. Okay, and then it goes into the main lick. So it starts out with that lick, and then the verse. And it's basically the same chords as the intro, just with a little more kind of muted power chords and stuff, where you got this. Now it's a little bit different because we'll have to listen to the song, see how many times it does what. But I think in the verse, when it gets to the E the first time around, it just goes back to that G sharp sus, to the G sharp, and then the A, and then the E again. Then of course you got that. And I'm sorry, no, that's like okay, so the verse is actually a completely different part. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with the form of the song yet, but all these parts are basically, you have 3 separate parts. So you got that verse part, and then or what I called the verse, but I guess it's kind of like a bridge or something. The verse part is actually the, and then it goes to this chord, and then you have this, or I'm sorry, you got your middle finger on the B, pinky on the F, you want your one finger on the G sharp, and your ring finger, the third finger on the C sharp. That's a pretty tricky one. And then you have your diminished 7, got your B flat, E, A flat, and D flat. And then he goes to the A. Okay, so again with the chords, this one's a tricky one, but make sure you get B, F, E, G sharp, and, well, A flat and D flat. So basically, bottom line for review, you got 3 separate parts. You got the intro, which is also some kind of bridge, C sharp minor to E major, A sus2 or A major 7, and then G sus, G sharp sus to G sharp, A, and then E. That's the intro part. You have your main lick. And then you have your verse lick. Oh, and I think I forgot to go over that too. After that, what is this? This is a B, or I'm sorry, B, F, A flat, and D flat. Yeah, it's a B diminished 7. Then you got a B flat diminished 7. And then you have the A. So, 3 parts makes up the whole song. We'll go over it in more detail during the lesson, but see if you can see if that video kind of helps.